Welcome to the Accountability and Hopeful Fridays Friday session.
In the ether there.
Recording already started.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right. Now, I would have to check these numbers. It says as of today, I have not validated this slide. So I think it's 82 sessions, things like this. If we need to iterate this, we've been, the 3,000 plus sort of covers me there. All I wanted to say was that we have continued to grow and we're very happy and very proud of that. One of the ways that we grow is organically. We grow by providing value and having you keep coming back, number one. And we'd love to have you on Fridays, and we really do. I'm sure everybody else agrees. We do want to have you participate in the LinkedIn group as well. And then finally, as you're seeing value for this, tell your friends, tell your acquaintances, tell the folks who would benefit from being in here, and also invite them, to that LinkedIn group, right? So that we have a chance to grow the membership with people that directly versus us as volunteers, pulling from signals and this kind of thing, if you will, right? We'd love to have as much of that organic friend level growth as possible as well. So enough pitch there for the group growth. All right. So Taylor, we are just about to the place where if you are ready to join, have your camera pop on and take the presentation from me, we can have your share today. There, did we lose her? Oh,
Okay,
okay.
perfect.
I think she's presenting. I just don't hear her yet. There you go. I was like, oh,
can
now
you
I'm
hear me
starting to
now?
get nervous,
Okay.
Taylor. All right. Okay.
Okay,
Oh
sorry
yeah,
about that.
absolutely.
Hey
I can hear
everyone,
you.
my name's Taylor.
No
I'm with
worries.
Mitchell Martin. We're a staffing firm. We do have an office here in Charlotte, so that's how I got introduced to Danny. But I'm super excited to talk about today AI in your job search. So really want to talk about keeping accountability first, the truth in the middle that we have about it, and the hope at the end. So let's get into it. I just want to mention something really important that we can do is to start using AI at a user level now. Big thing is to practice daily, make it concrete, use ChatGPT, Claude, or other tools that you guys may have heard of before, or maybe some other new programs that you haven't yet. You can use it, these to also help you draft emails, summarizing job postings, help with your resume. Another part is being honest, about your usage. So you want to use AI to sharpen what's real, never to intervent what isn't, which we'll get into a little bit more on the next slide as well. Honesty right now definitely matters more than ever. Employers understand that there are a lot of AI fabricated resumes and other tools, and they're actively trying to combat that. And that's definitely something that I've heard a lot from clients since I do work on the client side, that pain point of being able to even tell, sometimes at face value, they can understand that it's not exactly truthful to what the person has. So I do want to mention that 72% of recruiters have already seen AI fabricated resumes, portfolios, or other credentials. The 1 in 4 candidate profiles worldwide could be fake by 2024. And 23% of companies report identity fraud among new hires already. And that's what's reported so far. So I do want to mention my firm, Mitchell Martin, we use an AI assessment called ROPES. We're able to actually skill test that candidate on the 4 main competencies for that role. And we're also able to see, their VPN, if they're sitting where they're supposed to, if they have eye movements or other things that aren't tracking entirely, and it will pick up on those. So the main takeaway here is the verification tools are catching on to embellishment. Definitely build this skill instead of faking it. Another thing that I want to mention too, kind of shifting now into the truth and the hope, is that jobs are shifting, not vanishing. So now that we've covered what's in your control, let's get honest about what's happening on the market. So now that we've looked at that, I do want to mention the World Economic Forum's Future of Jobs report surveyed over 1,000 global employers representing more than 14 million workers. Globally here, they project 170 million jobs created and 92 million displaced by 2030. So that's in only 4 years. That's a plus 78 million jobs, a 7% net increase in employment, not a decline. But what is changing, and this is something that managers have already seen or acknowledging, 39% of core job skills are expected to change by this 2030. So it is a reshuffle, not a wipeout, and that distinction matters to keep in mind. I do want to mention as well, people created an AI and they will need to manage and maintain it, which I'll talk about in that next slide. I want to give you some hope, just in the fact that we already have seen some companies rehire the people that they've cut due to AI consolidation. Jobs aren't disappearing, so what is happening? 55% of executives regret AI layoffs. 1 in 3 hiring managers have already rehired for the role. And one concrete example I want to give you with Ford is that they're currently rehiring hundreds of experienced engineers because their automated systems actually couldn't catch quality issues that human judgment could. The technology was just not there yet. Another one, and this isn't in the US, but Commonwealth Bank of Australia replaced over 40 customer service staff with an AI voice bot. I'm sure you all have seen those on calls that you're with your bank or even drive-throughs. But their call volume surged and they reversed the layoffs because they just did not have the bandwidth to service all of those calls. So they needed real people there. IBM's AI HR system handles about 94% of their requests, but the remaining 6% that needs real judgment led IBM to triple its entry-level hiring for 2026. So again, they need humans to be able to manage it and maintain it and really look and make sure, okay, is the output actually accurate to what we need? It will always need governance. Another thing I want to mention too is that even the AI industry is recalibrating. So AI itself is proving more expensive and more limited than the hype suggested. We've heard a lot about the cost of tokens with Anthropic and some other tools as well. An example is that Uber burned through its entire 2026 AI coding budget in just 4 months into the year. One company reportedly ran up a $500 million AI bill in a single month after forgetting to set usage caps. And by one estimate, a complex AI-driven task today costs about 30 times what a simple one cost back in 2023. So 2023 was about the time that we started seeing OpenAI introduce ChatGPT. Some of the others began to follow after that when we really started to work with the agents there. So the bottom line is AI is expensive, imperfect, and it will still need human oversight. So kind of going back down here to the bottom line is you don't need to be an AI expert unless you're an AI architect, but I think many of us probably aren't. You need to be adaptable, honest, and willing to start. You can use your AI tools now. Even a little practice puts you ahead. Being honest about your resume and being honest in interviews because verification is catching up. And the data already shows that companies who have overcorrected on AI layoffs are rehiring. So there is the hope there. And of course, there's so much that we don't know yet and don't see, but what we can do today is be accountable in what we do know about AI and how that we're willing to adopt that ourselves. But thank you so much for having me. I'm happy to answer questions, but feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn.
Well, I'm going to cheat with my facilitator hat on, and I'm going to start the Q&A part here, Taylor, by asking you questions that I've heard from the members.